practice is yang, yin, yin.
Yang,
right?
yin, yin. Do I see that?
Why?
Change it.
What? What's our
minor access.
minor access? And lake over fire.
49.
49. Okay. Like I said, it's kind of confusing. Let's just take one at a time. Okay? Take the first one. So what is, first let's look at hexagram number 31. Now we all know what the question is. So we're just reading this and trying to extract from the hexagram as to whether it is responding to our health condition, right? That's the question. So has anyone looked at hexagram 31? We're talking about an interplay between the lungs and the spleen. Now you folks are more sophisticated in TCM, so you have to help me here. What is that combination? Any intuitive thoughts?
Internal, like we said at the beginning, internal bioenvironment.
Just reading from hexagram number 31.
31.
Well, not so intuitive, but what it says here is lake represents gentleness, its movement is descending.
Speak up.
Oh, I said lake represents gentleness, its movement is descending. That's what it says here.
Okay.
So maybe we can start to think in terms of how the energy is moving. One is descending and the other one is ascending.
Okay.
I don't know if that will help with the health condition, but
Well, that's what I said. The mutual attraction is this energy between the mountain and its stillness and this lake, as you said, descending.
Hmm.
Okay.
the mountain is strength and firmness and is ascending. So.
Well, here's a whole medical thing here on the second page.
The different lines representing different body
Yeah.
parts, toe, calf,
Different lines of
armpit.
toe, calf, thigh, heart, neck, and jaw. So one person has line number 1.
Wait, did she get line number 5?
Yes.
It says represents the neck.
Yes, it will have hormone.
Do you have neck issues?
Remember? She
Oh,
had
right,
accident.
that's right. Oh, that's your main injury,
Yeah,
right?
that's main hormone, major.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
The nerve, the neck,
The neck nerve.
neck, spine, compress the nerve.
And how did it happen? Do you feel comfortable?
I got twisted neck.
Twisted neck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Wow.
see how this all comes to play? Talking about her neck, talk about her spinal column, central nervous system.
It says line number 5 says here the attraction reaches the back of the neck. But maybe I'm jumping ahead. But yeah.
So for diagnosis, that's right on. Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
It's right.
It's right?
It's a diagnosis right now because at the beginning we tripped and something else. We never focus on my neck. My symptom not improve, and then I told my doctor like I feel like I have a problem for my neck, and then somebody touching me, just one thumb on my close to my spine. I got spasm the whole entire back, and then my jaw, everything is I'm almost passed out from that touch
Mm.
on my back, and then I told my doctor, can you treat my neck, like wotojaji or whatever on the neck, and then he changed to be about a month, just a month. I get better. Everything getting to see something change from the neck and the back. Before, I never treat on the back before, only on the front. And my symptom not kind of stable, not much improvement. But now move to, like go to the right place.
You see, that's how more important can it become than that?
Yeah.
You know, she's getting treatments on the wrong parts of her body. And if I-Ching can tell what should be treated here.
Now we focus on the spine and neck.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's amazing.
Funny, she said, yeah. Okay, then let's take a look at the history. You see how this has got some meat to it, how this is appropriate to your situation. So what is it, number 44? Take a look at that.
It is like overly strong woman who has difficulty in being a good wife. Not married.
It's like an overly strong.
You both of you women are very strong-willed, let's face it. You wouldn't have gotten to this point in your life if you weren't strong-willed. But I guess what I'm suggesting is you got that strong-willedness from your father, you know. You probably didn't inherit that from your mother.
I think I got from my dad, like 100%.
See?
Influence. I mean,
Influence, right.
yes, the thing that I be so strong and then don't want to get married or whatever, I think it's the powerful from my dad influence
Okay.
me to feel that I don't want to get married like that. This is come from my dad's side, not my mom. My mom is one part of it, but it's pretty much on my dad is too strong.
You see?
Make me too strong.
But you see, think about this. You have a precondition of being too strong in this head and neck central nervous system region, okay? And this happens. You said you had an accident or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That's how life treats you. You understand? And from that, everything else has changed. Okay, what else can we talk about? How about this? Number 44, anything else? And we haven't really gone into detail, but usually when you're asking a person's history, you want to know more facts about the person, right? So we haven't asked either one of you, except your neck situation caused by some accident. We haven't asked about, other things that may be important. What would those be?
My intuitive question, just based on the hexagram, would be: did the accident involve a man or a male influence that damaged your neck?
Yeah,
So
Again?
a man,
the guy is caused it.
a guy caused it. So that was my intuitive hunch, was that a man caused the injury, and that's the history. Maybe it's a little bit of the father's influence, but maybe the history is more talking about, because also the hexagram is called encounter. So it makes me feel like that encounter with the man who caused it is what it's saying. That's the history.
When did it happen?
Last 2 years.
Or like when did it happen?
2 years ago.
Or what time of year?
What kind of year?
Which
It's
season?
about October, November. I think November is about that.
Okay.
It's about at the end of the year.
Oh, I see. It says this hexagram is associated with the 5th month, June, July. So
That's
she
why I
was
was asking. I
wondering
was
if
just wondering if it happened
it was
in
in
that
that
time.
time.
Okay, anything else? Got some good things to work with here, right?
I like the
This is just the
line,
first time we're presenting it, so I know it's all kind of bewildering and, this and that, overwhelming. But I guarantee you, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you guys are gonna be a lot of fun. Your patients and your siblings and that you wanna know about their medical situation. Anything else? And
I like
Sure.
the line that says, such an awareness allows us to work at preventing these limitations from overtaking us. I think it applies.
Okay, it could have been like preventable.
No, that, she had a horrible accident, but she's not allowing it to being healed.
Solon, how about you? In your interpretation, right? Anything you can extract from hexagram 44? We don't even know what your medical condition is. What is your medical situation, just in general terms? No, not there. Just tell us more about yourself, medically speaking.
I was more thinking about my immune system and then
About what?
immunity. And
Immune system.
Yeah, I feel like it's really getting big, and then also emotions.
But what are your symptoms?
Sometimes a little bit depressed, and then
Depressed?
cause weight gain, and then
Okay.
I wanna more talking about the motivation and the weight. I feel more heavy and so.
Anybody else have any questions for Solon? She's your patient. She's here. We've got a group of 8 TCM practitioners. So you want to know about her.
So how's your digestion? Strong or weak?
I think I'm very sensitive, so if I
Sensitive.
emotion involved, always digestion is always bad.
Ah, okay.
Oh, now I'm pretty much okay.
Mm-hmm.
You look pretty much okay. Yeah, I don't see anything, physically, all of you people look basically okay. But we're just trying to dig a little deeper and see if there's a way we can make you a little healthier. That's all. The I-Ching has got any clues to help, progress, become a healthier, happier person. Any other questions you have for her?
How are your toes?
What?
I don't know. Why?
Well, I think that
In that hexagram, it
Yeah,
says
that's why I'm
toes.
so.
Line one
Toes.
has to do with toes.
Somebody step on
Your toes too overly yin.
I think also are the first thing to take a step. And if there's a step, it's the beginning of like,
of liver channel.
or it can actually mean like taking a step in the right direction. Like if like for the
It's the
depression,
beginning of the liver channel. It's a big toe. And then I see your tongue have a. It's the thing is she got the line. She got the.
Well, let's not go there yet.
Okay.
Let's go stay with the history and the present,
No why? Talking about something else.
the diagnosis. Okay.
Diagnose.
No, just we want to ask if there's any more things we want to know about this lady.
So your chief complaint is that you feel, tell me again what your chief health issue is that you feel, just to get clear on that, because I know it has to do with digestion, wellness, and kind of overall fitness of yourself.
I don't really have a big concern about my health, but I'm more worried about some like emotions, or if because I feel like my emotion is really control my body. If I am good emotion, I'm really do my best every single thing, and I the best result. But if my emotion is not really stable, and then if I have really negative emotion inside, I totally don't want to do anything. I just want to stay and don't want to go, don't want to talk. So, but it's not often, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's more about what my sense is that it's more about your ability to digest and process emotion than food.
I feel like she have an issue with immunity, and then we got a metal lung element, which is producing the qi, like a zhong qi in the center, and then relay to the
Some
immune,
to maybe.
immune system, kind of some stuff, and then if you have emotion, it's also is affect here too. It's not only your heart or whatever, but it's go to metal. This is a major key as well.
Because I remember last time when I got really sick, not really sick, but I got a cold, and then the time the emotional very sadness without any specific reason. So it
This
was
is on the lung element. It's a
Long
metal.
sadness.
The weakness on the center.
Exactly, totally. Do you carry a lot of sorrow, sadness? Are you aware of it?
Normally no, but I have a little bit kind of try to remember very and memory when I was a little. Loneliness.
Well, that's the whole spleen. That's
Yeah,
the
because my
spleen
parents
holding
are
on
always
to.
busy, so I always stay alone, and I'm always sad, and then something low. I think maybe those emotions I still keep inside.
I also feel like part of the lung connection could be that in terms of meditation, when you're holding on to emotion, in general, humans just stop breathing or get shallow breath.
I think so.
And then, or sometimes if you're skiing or whatever, there's no breathing going on, and then deepen and do full inhale and full exhale. It tends to move the chi, but it also like processes emotion, lets it go instead of just internalizing. That have could that be you in terms of like holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, this is an interplay between your questions and the response of I-Ching and talking to the patient. You're trying to pull more information out because we want to have a complete picture what we should be prescribing for this person. You know what I mean?
It's funny because it seems like I have a problem with the physical stuff. Easily to see it, but for her it's kind of emotional stuff.
Yeah.
Something that hiding inside. With the same element, more on the physical area, like a neck or whatever. Everyone can see it easily because see it. But for her, you have to dig in because it's emotional issue going on inside, and then weakening her lung energy.
I also think that this is really like, I mean, what I'm reading is that it's more emotional. And I'm the same way, that my emotions dictate how my body acts. But are you in any type of action, like in loving activities for yourself? Like, so, like workouts and stuff like that? Like, do you do those things?
You mean quantity?
Yeah, like, do you work out? Do you, like, because you were talking about the weight gain and like that can also bother you and you feel just heavy in general because you don't look big at all, but we know ourselves and we know like when we. So do you do any type of physical activity for yourself? Because to me, I don't know, that to me it just means like you got to take a step in the right direction of like becoming like that, like being loving towards yourself, and in that sense, the rest will come. Like that. The first thing starts with the step in the right direction.
To me, more physical. Yeah, physical. I more wanna to the plane. I believe God. So yeah, by playing God is part of my meditation. I feel much calm and then I can release my negative emotions. So it is
Also, physical activity releases like endorphins and stuff like that. It helps. But sometimes it's physiological, and sometimes it's we're just in a
I
rut.
love to take a walk outside in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
There's a passage that reminds me of what we're talking about. The ancient sages call this interaction xian, or to touch the heart. A later Chinese word gang is derived from xian and can be translated to heart. However, gang actually is a feeling of friendship or love. As level xian, however, means universal love. So maybe with prayer, connecting to universal love.
Sexual attraction is more of a, can be interpreted that way.
More divine.
Divine, yeah.
I think you folks are just brilliant. I mean, especially when you can, it's kind of what I was talking about, see that this same hexagram can represent your physical body and a trauma to the physical body. And the same two energies have a whole different dimensions of emotions. So that's why you can't be stuck in terms of this or that. Sometimes it can be both physical situation and emotions, or vice versa. So this, I can't believe this is being presented to us as a class. It's right here in front of us, you know, and so the lessons are right to be learned. Now, let's move ahead a little bit. We'll return to our friend, Amin, as far as the prognosis goes. Okay? So here we have number 62. Let's all take a look at 62. So let's ask you more questions before we go there. This lady, what are you doing in terms of your own health care? Yeah, what are you doing? Do you have any kind of a treatment plan? Do you have any kind of exercise plan? Do you have any kind of a diet plan?
Yeah, right now, I try to calm down my mind.
Meditation, what?
Try
Okay.
to focusing on that, and then if my physical arrival, like I'm thinking about exercise to move forward. Before I cannot go out, cannot anything. It's so limited. So it's
Prior
limited.
you were incapacitated. You couldn't do anything.
Yes, and then now I feel like getting better. Because my sister tried to take me to the gym. When I be there, I'm sensitive to smell. People smell. Because I get in there and then I smell something. And then she tried to take me to Zumba class. When I dance, and then I feel like I'm going to pass out because the nervous system doesn't allow me to do it. And then I told I have to quit during class. I'm going to pass out. Because I can't tolerate to any smell, fragrance, and then movement. Now I feel like getting better. Thinking about planning to go back to do some exercise. But now, if I have a chance, I will take a walk.
Okay, walking, meditation.
Yes.
You're doing herbs. You're doing acupuncture, right?
I do read,
Good.
but I'm thinking about going to explore something new treatment, which is based on the acupuncture, but using something else instead of needle.
Mhm.
And then no herb because I just find out it doesn't accept herb because I got injured from herb.
I think just as a, from a distance, you seem much healthier this week and you look better actually. So whatever your treatment is, it's working. Like I don't know if you're feeling better, but you just look really like a lot better this week.
Oh,
So it seems like
I noticed the same thing in the meditation. It was very apparent after she had meditated. Her, was so bright. The energy rose her face,
Mhm.
So that's what you gotta keep doing. You, obviously, it looks like you're making significant steps
Mhm.
in your own health treatment plan.
Mhm.
So, let's just, so now, any other questions you wanna
You
ask of her?
look good before, even better now.
Thank you.
Any other questions for her? Okay, what does hexagram number 62 have to say?
Don't go overboard.
What?
Don't go overboard on feeling good. Don't go overboard. It's what I gather from it.
Exactly.
Minor excesses cause trouble. It's not for the bird to fly high, it should stay low. Like, though you're feeling better right now and you haven't been able to go out or enjoy yourself or do the things you always used to do, be careful with yourself still. It's not time to just go, okay, I feel better, let's just go crazy.
Right, or to stop doing what she's been doing.
Right, yeah, because that's, oh, I feel better, it's
Yeah.
over now.
What you've been doing has been great,
Yeah.
but just continue doing that
Yeah.
on a low-key basis. Don't all of a sudden think that you're cured and that you can just forget everything, you know. Just keep moving in the same, let the bird fly.
I slowly progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know, because like that, I almost 2 years that I never have food outside and never, because I have problem, I cannot eat food outside. I cannot carry my own stuff everywhere. So I cannot, even I want to go back to my country, I cannot, because I cannot eat outside. So it's so difficult for me to travel right now. I have to stay home and then stay calm.
I think it's saying that it will get better. You're gonna,
Yeah.
you know, you're already feeling better, but it's just like, don't let
Yeah.
your like, I want to go home or I want to go visit. Like, don't
Uh-huh.
let that overpower the
Uh-huh.
work you've done because you'll go backwards.
Yeah, it just says at this time.
Yeah,
We should
I
not
think
attempt unknowledge. So no Zumba is not needed.
Probably not what we're looking for.
Not Zumba, huh?
You don't need to do
Yeah, I think the gross physical act is not suited for you. You know, I think you need to do these treasures, Tai Chi,
Something slowly.
something slow.
slow
Disturb
movement.
your central nervous system. Point. I mean, some of these activities, just, you know, like running or jogging or things that can really cause a lot of disturbance.
Yeah.
What else? As you folks being her medical practitioner, what are you doing?
I think it's good to listen. It says like she like just stand. It says about the flying bird right here. It says like the image of the flying bird, something that is unattainable. It can be seen flying and heard singing, but cannot be touched. So it's like focusing on the bird, focusing on the goal, and like you'll know when you're there. You listen to your body.
Does it mean like airplane, or is it? It's
That-
not that
it could
literal.
mean that.
Not that literal.
But it
Could
could
be.
be because she wants
Could
to go
be.
home and wants to visit. If you keep your eye on the goal, like you'll get there. It's just not right now.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're trapped. Like, wait a second, I don't want to be in this class. So what am I going to do? That 20 hours of, you know, oh,
It's a long trip.
it's a long trip.
I like the way it says the yin line in the center of each triagram is in a position of leadership, but it does not have the strength necessary to control the circumstances. That's like really specific.
Yeah. Okay. This is great. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions to us as your, you know, treating physicians? Now's your chance. We're here. We're here. Free consultation here.
Free consultation. Thank you. It's such a warm consultation. So yeah, pretty much
You get it.
I know before, like.
Yeah, you knew what your medical condition is.
Yeah.
And do you feel now that the I-Ching has
Related.
has
And that
corresponded?
is guided as a guidance. Like
Right.
guide you what you should do, what you should avoid, and then pretty much straightforward for me now. Before I have no idea. Because I got 31, like mutual something About Mary, I'm not gonna ask about Mary, right? Something about health. It's sad now.
Great. Does anybody have anything to contribute to her before we move on? All looks pretty good, right? I think it all pretty much reinforces or tests my theory that this would explain her history.
And it's really, I feel like the I-Ching is really encouraging you to stay with your progress.
I think it's a good advice.
Yeah,
Look at it and then, wow, it's good, cool.
yeah,
Right. And it will probably, having that advice and having your awareness is probably going to be the key for you unlocking the rest of the pain that's in your neck and back.
yeah. I was thinking the same thing because in this city, it's so easy to go wild. There's so many big exercise fads that you can just, and that could be alluring, but maybe not, maybe not take you in the best direction. So it's good to have that advice say, keep
Well, she's in a
keep
good
it level.
environment. Being here at Yosan is probably the best thing that could ever happen to her. And, her medical condition is what brought her here. So you can see how positive this whole thing is to her life, because this was in her already, you know what I mean? It was an accident waiting to happen. And it happens, had 2 years, and she's definitely making tremendous, she's never going to go back to where she was 2 years ago, in my opinion. Okay, any other thoughts, advice, telling her what to do?
Not yet.
I mean, not go home right now, but I
Not go
think
home right now.
Just
Yeah.
not yet.
like
Yeah, I
would be
save my
good.
money, not go home.
I think walking outside though too, moving around is important, but like maybe each week adding something, but not something huge, just like maybe a little bit
Like
further.
slowly.
Yeah,
And then light.
with meditation, because there's a lot of like harness your yin, like in here
Right.
that I've noticed.
At the beginning, it's so tough. I cannot accept what happened. And then I feel like, why I have to be like this and keep frustrated. But now I'm getting more calm and then whatever.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't matter it's gonna get well or not, but I keep moving. Kind of do what I can do.
Right.
The thing that I cannot do, skip it. That's it.
Yeah, I think she's right, is walking more. Walking is the best exercise for you. Getting out in nature. If you can get out amongst trees, sun, the natural elements, and just walk,
Like meditation before events, and before you go, you get to like a point.
Also, walking for the nervous system, it's in physical therapy considered a cross crawl interaction because you're swinging opposite arms and opposite legs. So in TCM and Tai Chi, because it's yin yang, and so you're balancing. But in traditional Western physical therapy, it's very regenerative for the nervous system to have that cross crawl interaction. So they would even make, if you were more damaged, they might even make you do more like your central line, those kinds of things. But it's really great for the nerves. It like rebalances every time you walk. If you have nothing in your hands, just
Maybe yoga, huh? Yoga?
Yin, very slow.
Like more,
Dao
I
yin,
think like
Dao
more,
yin.
what do you call it?
Gentle?
don't do
breathing.
yeah,
And
don't
then-
do yoga. I'm a yoga teacher. For the spine, at this point, a lot of people get spinal injuries from yoga, especially in LA, because the teachers are just so tough and there's a lot of serious twisting, and it can be.
Yeah, stay away from the Iyengars and the Kundalini.
It's too-
If
They
you're
have-
doing, keep it real simple.
teachers
But
who
you don't
come
need
and
it.
jump on
Just
you.
like some-
Don't,
Just walking
Or
is
maybe even
fine.
care
don't
time.
risk that.
But like care time. Like you go in and you do singing. I don't know, like that those classes, like not classes, but they're just singing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. The chanting is beautiful.
You know what? Maybe restorative yoga because it's for restoring from injuries. But be careful. Just be careful with yoga.
Very soft, gentle movements.
Okay, let's move forward. We're doing great.
You guys have nothing.
Now let's take a look at, so,
49.
okay,
I
49.
love it.
Totally different from T2, right? So what can we say?
Revolution. Reformation.
That's a good one.
All right.
Don't whisper. Come on, just talk out loud. Come on. There's no secrets in this.
I just like, but I know, but like stopped like 20 minutes ago because I'm like, okay, I lost them, so I'm just gonna like hang back. But now I want to like jump back in. So I just wanted to ask how she got fire. I mean, okay, because her significant line on the number one on the bottom hexagram, right?
Yes, right here.
Changes to young.
Changes to young, and we keep the original structure of the hexagram, which she did not have a significant line, and we keep that.
Right.
Okay. I'm back.
That's good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So the first thing you want to ask yourself is the interplay between fire and metal.
One can shape the other. Oh, I can. Oh, turn on.
It's a very positive thing as well. Just initially looking at it.
I think the hexagram encourages one to let go of the old and to proceed with what is new and light.
So
You know,
inner revolution. Right?
Yeah. You just have to let go of your old thoughts, your old emotions, and just move with the light.
This also says on the deeper level, evolution refers to self-development or evaluation, evolution toward maturity. It means I have to be more mature.
Or it could be like what's going to happen. Like, it could be what's going to happen too. Because it said it represents a young girl and a woman. And so it's like,
So
this change
I
you're
wanna
going to go
grow.
through will most likely bring you into being the woman you want to be. The highest version of yourself.
You know, this is basic. The prognosis in this situation is taking a look at where you are at the present time and what you've been doing with yourself, your history, where you are right now. It's a natural evolution. Where is this going to take you? To me, it says you're going to be going to a good space. You're letting go of all your old habits, et cetera, et cetera.
I think it's saying that you also have to change. Like there's like on page 510, there's you're gonna have to be uncomfortable and change the things that you don't want to change or let go. Because it says like movement is a natural and necessary occurrence. There's you've always done to make yourself feel better. Like if they haven't, probably gonna have to step outside your comfort zone. Do things that like in order to push your own boundaries, because otherwise they don't work for a reason, because the universe wants.
It also talks about the darkness you can discover that for yourself, you know, but it's nothing to be afraid of here, right? Everything, to me, it seems very positive. That this fire is illumination. Okay? The lake is self-reflection. So again, it's contained right there in that hexagram. What you need to do. You're already started on that process. Meditating, dealing with, looking at your emotions. You know, the emotions are this darkness that's within you.
Yeah, I think the hexagram said too, like this hexagram encourage one to let go of the old in order to process with what is new and bright.
Yeah.
What did you say you wanted, like, you weren't married? You're not married?
Mm-mm.
What is that? That's something that's like you definitely want to do? Or have you had in the past?
Yeah, that is the part of my, I think my childhood.
That you,
Because my marriage, I don't want a same marriage life. So that's, I think that is one reason.
I think,
Emotions too.
so it's the marriage, like wanting to marry, or no, not wanting to.
If I found the really right person, I want to. Otherwise, I don't want to be the same.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You don't want to do it just because your parents or custom or these things are kind of forcing you to do
No.
something. Yeah.
No one really forced me to do something.
You're not gonna do it.
I
You
think,
know, you're too strong a
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
Yeah, your own person. You're strong enough to say no to all those influences, but they're not me. You know, that's not my life.
and I also think that right here it says, so it was talking about like a lot of countries, like they go and meddle in other countries' issues, but they can't seem to hold themselves together, and it's like being you want to see. I don't know why it goes around a relationship for me, but like that perfect person will never come unless you are that person first.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like a lot of, you know, your metal affairs. It's like, yeah, it's like this for you if you become it first.
Okay, we got 10 minutes left. I've got this spreadsheet, so it needs to be copied and passed down. Do that quickly, and then we'll spend 5 minutes, and you folks ask me questions about the spreadsheet. This is the basis. Any of you folks want to write the book on medical I-Ching, this is where you can. It's all laid out there. So, any more thoughts? Now, next week we're going to be taking 2 other people and doing the same thing. We'll do as many as we can, without rushing, without trying to move too far. But Olivia's already promised to recreate our
It's already done. I just have to type it out.
what?
It's already done. I just have to type it out.
So type it up and make copies for everybody. And then each person will keep a original of that and use of one. You know what I mean? So that you can use it for your patients, you can use it for anybody, your family, et cetera, that you want to diagnose.
You can ask somebody else help condition as well.
Yes. But only after you really feel
Know
comfortable.
about it.
Yeah, know about it. And today, it's amazing what you folks have pulled out of just nothingness. You know what I mean? You really didn't know anything when you came in here today as far as what this was. You know, you were confused about, married, it doesn't make sense. And now you can see how it makes sense, right? Do either of you feel like you didn't get something out of this?
I feel at the beginning, I feel the I-Ching doesn't respond my question.
Oh.
At the beginning, that I got it. I feel, do I concentrate enough when I pick the?
Yeah.
Maybe not. So I'm thinking about to do it again, but I'm afraid to ask 2 questions the same. Do 2 times.
Sometimes I don't give you the same answer. It's frightening.
What is your advice if like we felt like maybe we were a bit rushed when we did this, and should we do it again?
Yeah, just give yourself some time.
Yeah.
Let your mind, maybe meditate, just kind of refresh yourself, But you certainly don't want to, ask it and, I don't like that. And just move it. Let me do it again. I don't like that either. You can't play that game with the I-Ching.
Right.
But you can definitely, just like the health situation. Now, the reason I want this chart from Olivia is because, I personally have been holding on my own charts for the last 5 or 6 years. So it's very interesting to see how your energy changes year to year. And the condition is changing. So that I'm certainly not the same person I was teaching this class this time last year. And so you aren't going to be the same person either. So it's important to charts. And especially if you are in a TCM practice where you're treating people and you're using this, then it's important to keep a record of it. Mao uses this all the time. Dao uses it all the time. You have to make a determination. As Mao says, asking myself, would you talk with your patients? He said, it depends on the patient. If the patient is open to the I-Ching and what the I-Ching has to say, then yeah, it back and forth. Otherwise, I just use it for my own.
So patient has to pick the seat.
No.
You don't have to, but you certainly can. It's their energy, So it's best if they will the seeds. But if they really don't, oh wow, I don't like it. If they're adverse, then I wouldn't have them, because it creates. You understand?
So we can.
You pick the seeds for them. Maybe you've got their medical chart. Maybe you know who they are, and you just kind of meditate on that person. What you know about their medical condition, and then pull the seeds. Then you may have more questions to ask that person about their family, in terms of a treatment plan, et cetera, et cetera. Just as you do in the clinic, no difference.
Do you think we have to ask the patient?
Say again?
Do we have to get a
No, you don't have to get their
permission?
permission. No, you don't have to ask them. I'm going to do your medical ching.
If you want to know, you just do it.
Just do it, right? Or you.
Is there a reason why we don't find significant lines for either the history or the prognosis?
Say again? It just makes it more complicated. You mean using a significant line in your prognosis or in the history?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if that
No,
is also.
you're trying. This is the central working from,
Okay.
and that's the only time you have the significant line. So from that, just like you have the inner trigrams, you have a significant line.
Yeah. Okay.
But it all stems from the central hexagram. Now, in 6 months or a month or whatever much time you want, then you ask it again, and you might get a different response. But it'd be good to kind of look at the different progression of energy, just like looking here, how these energies interplay, move through. You see in other examples, a very clear progression.
Can I ask you a practical question?
Sure.
So I am enrolled in the Chinese New Year Friday and Saturday.
Right.
And it only just dawned on me, I guess because previously this class had been in the second part of the term. It's going to conflict with our
Well, here's
classes.
the way we did it last year, and what I suggest this year is we just extend this class one more week. That way we have a full 8 classes. If people can't do that, and some people are going to the retreat, and if they're not going to be here for the 9th week, then you just write me kind of a synopsis of what you got off the retreat. But for most people, I think it's important to come here. It gets more interesting as we go.
I wasn't sure if I'm the only one or if doing that.
The one that's coming up on the 20th?
I'm gonna be the attendant.
Oh, okay. It's a Friday, Saturday.
With Mao and Dao?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah.
It's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd be missing this class in. I asked Tora, I said, so why don't we just use, you could do that, but half the people that are here are gonna be treated, so it's gonna be conflict anyway. So, any questions about what we covered today? You wanna turn in your things, or you just wanna hold them until next week, or you wanna do a set next week, now that you're a little bit more sophisticated? Say again? Well, why don't you do it for another person?
Oh, good.
Yeah. Do it for a patient, do it for, somebody,
Remember?
yeah, family member, somebody you kind of know something about. Don't ask it about Obama, his medical condition.
That's what I was gonna do.
They're pretty secretive about what's really going on inside themselves. Anyway. Well, I think we really, I guess, from where we were 2 hours ago and where we are now, I get a grasp of how to use these energies. Lee, you feel comfortable with it?
Yeah. Just amazed by it.
Yeah. So,
It's surprising.
does it work for you, Jay?
I went on a vision quest this past weekend. And I did I-Ching before I left. And I sit down and the class not so just like I asked the right question finally. They've been taking me off. It was so spot on. It was scary.
Don't be scared.
No, I mean it was not scary. But it was like
It's
affirming.
Yeah.
And it was amazing what he said. And it's funny because at the end of my journey, I don't know how to describe it. I haven't
Introduce Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, then New Year's celebration.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have it here, right? Like helping out with Chinese New Year on Friday.
Yourself.
So weird because I tuned right at the beginning of this journey. It's
Yeah,
crazy coincidence. Just
wow.
coincides.
You're doing a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Okay.
There's one class, like a special class, one.
So clumsy, I'm glad class.
And then shrine circles.
I need it.
Yeah, I took the
Yeah.
class.
When they asked for
Wow.
the 9 to 5 class on that day, they say you should have no class.
Explain about the stuff and then yeah, he was some class. And then he like read us to how to feel each other and put back together and then we can feel their energy. It's interesting.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun. Yeah. Actually, don't feel anything. I feel something from the customer. She
Is it gonna make it to the end?
I talked with Tom class that
Yeah,
if I attend the retreat, I have to missing the class. I don't want to do that.
Don't worry, we're gonna extend this class.
Yes, and then that's what. On that day we're not gonna have class because you go to the retreat. That's what Paula said. He said you will be part of the retreat.
I'm gonna be part of the retreat?
That's what she mentioned about.
Wow.
I don't know.
outside.
Nobody's told me that. Maybe.
Big wave and then like a little bit zoom in. Eventually I saw her face. And her face was
People should wait until they get this chart. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think so.
if I can help, I want to help. Because from the scene I was outside, so I feel like I have, take her out, because I know.
Seeing it from
I didn't want to hold my hands to, but she felt the same way. It's so interesting.
Really?
She said when she put her
Behind
back
that?
to me, she felt a little bit like hugged by big
What is it?
mama bear. Yeah, she said like I have a big cushion.
Oh, yeah, she said so unexpected. Wow.
Oh, thank you. One goes where?
That's cool.
Mama
That's how
bear.
they were kind of.
Associations, organ and element associations, and
Do you have the original?
I gave that. Yes. The original, it was not stapled, so I don't know which is.
to the pericardium.
I'm not sure which is the
It's like
first
it
page.
is. I think
we
because
should
it's
have
it's
four pages.
Yeah, it's front and back.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
wait
like
a
right
minute.
between. It's like between your fin.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
wait.
I mean, all of the other
Alright,
ones
here.
were so obvious, but, like Earth is
And this
strange.
one?
But that was one that was a little bit
Sure.
less,
Good thing you're
I mean, mountain is.
Maybe
I
set.
think mountain
That's
is
what it
Earth. Mountain is Earth, and it's just seeing some.
Oh, yeah, this is one. Okay. Here you go.
Everybody got a copy? Any questions? There's a lot more to it than what we,
Can we read it?
what?
Can we ask next week?
Yeah. Yeah, this is for you just to look at. I'm sure you're gonna raise a lot of questions in your mind.
Yes.
So Amy, you'll send that to the people that are on the web?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And so James, we might just be adding another class,
Yeah, that's the
skipping
plan.
the weekend, okay.
So no class next week or yes?
It's
No,
next
2
week there-
weeks.
Yeah,
2
next week, there's 2 weeks.
2 weeks now.
So Friday the 20th, when we're doing the
Friday 20.
retreat, there will be no class,
Okay.
and then we'll add one.
After
Got it.
we're done.
Yeah,